The following contest is scheduled for 2 rounds, 2 submissions and knockout decide the winner, and it will be contested under World Rules for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship. Good evening, wrestling fans! From the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan, this is the Animated Wrestling League. A belated happy holiday, a belated happy solstice to everyone. We are halfway out of the dark as a species. No matter how you celebrate, the seasons are turning. We are starting off tonight with the last of the obligated title matches for the wrestlers who did not win the scramble match for the IC title, but were not defeated by the eventual champion. And that is Usta-chan, a former AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion, has been in the AWL Joshi division since the very beginning, record of 23-25 in the division. This is going to be her 49th match in the Animated Wrestling League, and she faces off against the very British, very technically proficient, and recently back-breaking champion, Jessica Kidd, whose win-loss records of 17-17, perfectly balanced as all things should be, belies her actual skill, belies her true talent. She is the AWL Intercontinental Champion, 2 title victories under World of Sport rules, and both of which knockout in the very first round by, get this, the White Knees of Dover, referring to those white knee pads of hers, the around-the-world backcracker, or backstabber if you prefer, that she uses. And the referee has called that knockout within the first round of each match that she has had, those 2 title defenses. Let's make this official. Introducing first the challenger, heading out of the forehead, Usta-chan. And her opponent is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, tonight making her 3rd title defense. Heading out of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd. This is an officially sanctioned Intercontinental Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. The sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaganoush in charge. And there we go. That's the prize on the line, the IC title, the Contenders title, the blank faceplate representing limitless potential. Now, on paper, in a standard rules match, this should favor the AWL Rabbit Wrestler, who swings and a miss with a drop kick. Oh, Enzigiri by the champion. 5-minute rounds, up to 5 5-minute rounds in this World of Sport rules contest. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 knockout to win the overall bout. And of course, a fall immediately ends the round. And there's no leaving the ring, so a very, very lucky fall by the champion. If she had fallen out of the ring, that would have been a disqualification. Though the title I believe the title would have changed, it would have stayed with actually the champion. There is the champion's advantage here. Half and half suplex by the AWL Intercontinental Champion. Of course, 5 title defenses. This is number 3. 5 title defenses. And you get an automatic shot at the Joshi champion, Akira Merune, new champion, yet to make her first title defense. And you just know as well as I do that Jessica Kidd would use the World of Sport rules to her advantage. She's the one who decided we're going to use WOS rules. Oh, an interesting use of the ropes there by the challenger. That could receive an official public warning from the referee. By the way, senior official Joey Babaganoush of the world-famous Babaganoush wrestling family is trained officiant in the World of Sport rules. We sent him at fairly decent expense over to England to get that training during the off-season a few years ago. One of the many reasons wrestling needs an off-season. People can train. And Usta-chan right now going for Bunny Hop Extreme! Going for the cover. That could be it. 1, the first fall. 2, no. 2.5. Maybe that slight hesitation on the cover. She's gone straight to grab the leg. That might have worked a bit better. Going up top. You never want to underestimate the leaping ability of a rabbit wrestler. High cross body, but swing and a miss. A rare miscommunication off of the top rope. And there you go, picture-perfect springboard dropkick by Usa-chan. With a stiff kick right to the spine, and do it again. Trying to take away the wind, try to take the wind out of the lungs, try to take away the core strength of the champion, try to remove those white knees of Dover. The Irish whip off of the ropes, missed with the high leg lariat. And now an exchange of kicks into the cover, and that could be it, just on the 1, 2. That could have gone to the second round of her title reign. AWL Joshi champion now, what she look... Okay, she's going for it. White knees of Dover, will that be a knockout? Yes, it is, says the referee. 3 matches, 3 wins, 3 rounds, all by KO.
Here's your winner, and still Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kid.
She might just be unstoppable under these rules. Okay, we give up. I don't know how long this match is going to last, but there will be a winner. No matter what, we end this tonight.
The winner is scheduled for 1 fall. There must be a winner. Introducing her tag team combination, the Prince of Pinfall, Izumi Ryuji, and Kyoji Kobayashi. Here they are, Giant Skill.
Alright, folks. This is now the 4th match between these two teams. We have yet to have a decisive winner. We've had 2 disqualifications and a draw. So this time, no time limit, no disqualifications, no countouts. There must be a winner. We could be here all night. We are willing to bump our other matches for the evening. That's why I haven't really been running down the card so far, because the rest of the matches might get bumped if we go over an hour with this. These two teams have proven that they can, as the chant says, and as the video game that hopefully will sell well says, they can fight forever.
And their opponent, being accompanied by Yamada Jiro and the very kind assistant, heading out of the office, Mr. Shota, Mr. Nobuyuki, Zaidan J.
Once young, energetic high flyers, they are now mere office boys, the Yamada Jiro and the Zaidan J, which you know has got to be a black company, to use the Japanese term, Uraku Company, Zettai. And I want there to be an investigation into just who these very kind assistants are. There's something going on with those guys, and I'm not entirely sure I want to know what it is, but we may have to find out. And as you can see, there is no clock in the corner of the screen. That's because this is a no time limit match. Alabama Slam to start us off by Kyojin Kobayashi, a former Intercontinental Champion, recent challenger for the AWL Grand Championship. Unfortunately failed in his cash-in and has rededicated himself to the tag team division alongside his friend, Hifumi Ryuji. Kyojin Kobayashi 24-15 in the AWL, ratio of +9. And that means he does make the cut for the New Year's tournament this year. It's the biggest tournament, the biggest event of the AWL calendar. This year is the first year it's happening mid-season. We've never done that before. But the AWL New Year's tournament is 1/4 of the AWL Grand Slam. So if you want to be a Grand Slam champion, you have to hold the AWL Grand Championship, World's Tag Team titles, either of the contenders' titles, Intercontinental or Canadian National, and you have to win the New Year's tournament. Only 2 men have ever done that, Matt Classic Sr. and Hassan. Hassan was actually the first to do so. Over the years, some great wrestlers have won that tournament. Hassan, of course, the reigning champion, Aztec Kaiser Neo, Gamba Hishi Dark, Gamba winning it 3 times. Chiba Akagi, Sammy Nix, Wonder Kid, Ultramantis Black, and of course Matt Classic himself won only the third iteration of the tournament back in 2012. Yojin Kobayashi, a tag was made, and we now have Hifumi Ryuji, ratio of 21 and 26 in the AWL, and that hip attack, that escape from the rear waistlock, that was what caused the disqualification not once but twice for this combination, for this tag team match. And Hifumi Ryuji, he hates, absolutely hates Yamada Jiro, because he worked for it, and Yamada Jiro is a terrible boss. He's absolute garbage. And frankly, mismanagement by Yamada Jiro is why Hifumi Ryuji is in negative numbers in the AWL. Again, 21 and 26, ratio of -5. Integers, they're very important in real life. And Hifumi Ryuji now in... Officially, the legal fighters are Hifumi Ryuji and looks like Mr. Shota. Hiroyuki Shota of the Zaidan J office. And what the... I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be, but that was what we call a crash and burn. Good lord. Irish whip into the crowd barricade. And of course, ever since joining Zaidan J, a lot more of a vicious streak, more violent streak. But still the high-flying skills of the Flying Yukis alive here in the Animated Wrestling League. Again, we will finish this, and I have been informed that the winners of this match will receive a placement in the AWL Best 4, which means this is also now, eventually, a tag team title opportunity. Because right now, looking at our win-loss record, looking at the tag team division, we've only got 2 teams in the AWL Best 4. Right now, it is Tiger Mask W in the number 1 rank, and the Solar Wings in number 2. A victory here would place the winning team either at the number 3 or the number 4 position. We would have to wait the official decision of the AWL commissioner on where they would rank. They would be in the best 4 and therefore eligible to challenge for the World's Tag Team title, currently held by Gamba's Shadows. One of many titles currently held here in AWL Hontai. AWL Hontai currently controls the Joshi Championship, the Tag Team titles, the Intercontinental Championship, and looking over the rankings here, that is right about it. And of course, we have occasional visitors from the world of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and New Japan titles are considered valid here. And of course, we expect within about a week or so, there's going to be a massive shift in the complexion of New Japan Pro Wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom 17. And of course, we will invite all champions to compete in the Animated Wrestling League when and if their schedules allow it. Tag is made. In comes the AWL's largest wrestler, the Giant at the mid-leg lariat. For everyone else, it's a high-leg lariat. For him, barely has to lift his leg up to take down Mr. Shota. Mr. Shota, with nobody to tag at the moment, Mr. Nobuyuki down and out on the outside. And there's the tag. In comes the Prince of the Pinfall, and this match can only end by pinfall or submission. Knee drop right to the arm. That could set up any number of pinning predicaments. You injure someone's arm. Uh-oh. Collar and elbow. Irish whip. Over the top rope, and does not hold on, down to the floor. And Hifumi Ryuji getting a hard shot. Bit of self-defense, I'll grant, by Mr. Nobuyuki, who gets a hot shot stunner down to the outside himself, and once again, this is broken down. And oh! I mean, I can't say Yamada Jiro doesn't have this coming to him, and he's in a position now he can actually defend himself if he is able in this no disqualification atmosphere. But I'm just enjoying watching him getting beaten up. That's fun. That's really fun. The very kind assistant who recently swooped in and kind of saved the career of Yamada Jiro. And wait a minute, drop kick, springboard drop kick out of nowhere. Never, ever, 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 ever take your eyes off your opponent. Mr. Shota, springboard drop kick from the ring to the floor, right to the head of his opponent. His actual opponent in the actual match that's happening. Don't worry about the VKA. Just win just win the match. Go after this guy. This is ridiculous. Going up. Brain Buster! On the outside, on the concrete. Yes, you can see the concrete just outside the crowd barricade there. And hopefully you can see just how thin those mats are. Less than an inch thick. They are cosmetic. They look good on camera. And they do kind of protect the floor from the steps, the ring, etc. Hell, the bodies of the wrestlers, but they do not provide any cushioning. They are not padding. We want to keep our wrestlers as safe as possible, but there's still something called credibility here. At the risk of going full Bill Watts on the backside. Keith Muriyuji, not a striker by trade, but skilled enough in the pugilistic arts. But Hurricane Ronnie's got no defense for that. He's got no way to counter that into a pin. Because that's what I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think Mr. Shota has the solution to Heath Miyuji with no count out, no time limit on the outside, essentially. Anything goes here. And Mr. Shota could just sit back and catch a breather. Or he could dive through the ring! That time it worked. Tope Suicida, absolute blindside. And that's been the story of this match. Heath Ryuji needs to exercise his demons when it comes to Yamada Jiro, or this tag team is going absolutely nowhere. Hyojin Kobayashi, he cannot possibly be tagged from this position. As Mr. I believe that's Mr. Shota. Hard to tell the difference, these salarymen all look alike. Multiple kicks, go around, kick to the midsection, hard chop, drop kick, and down goes the former Flying Yuki. Get back in the ring and tag your partner, you dummy. Okay, I think he's having a seizure now. Botcha mania, glitcha mania, clap, 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 clap. And now, once again, going after Yamada Jiro and the very kind assistant doing defense. That's an elbow to his face for it. As Mr. Shota comes back here. Oof! I don't think there's been a tag. I don't think Mr. Nobuyuki's actually been legal in this match. As we take a look, I'd say there's lots of time on the clock, but in fact there is infinite time on the clock because there is no clock. Coming up tonight, if this match doesn't go our entire broadcast window, we have got another tag team bout between the Pit and Yokai Butai. And once again, there will be no tag. When he remembers he's wrestling a tag team match, Keith Muriyuji, good tag team strategy. Isolate the opponent, make sure you can't make a tag. I really do like that, to be fair. And in our main event, again, if we've got time, we've got an over-the-top rope battle royale for you. Hang on, cover, 1, 2, easily broken bridge by Mr. Nobuyuki. Now all four men in the ring. The official has got to get some kind of control here. He can't disqualify people. So I don't know what the point is, aside from giving your partner someone to tag, you got to be in the tag zone. But you still have to be in the tag zone, or the tag doesn't count. And only the legal man can be pinned, or can their tap out end the match. Wait a minute. Probably should be going for this here. Hurricane Rana into the cover. Ultra Rana for the 1, 2. Last second kick out by the Prince of the Pinfall. And finally, Mr. Nobuyuki legal in the bout. Mr. Nobuyuki completely fresh, whereas the His opponent, or as the Prince of the Pinfall, he's got to be running on fumes, and he is now as far away from his partners as possible to be. Going up, Tornado DDT Vintage X Division action here in 2022, nearly 2023. Over the Top Rope Battle Royal in our main event tonight will feature 6 wrestlers who have qualified for the Oshogatsu Taikai, including this man, who will be wrestling twice tonight. As again, assuming we get to that other match in time, Kyojin Kobayashi right now looking for someone to fight. What the hell is going on? Where's the wrestling? Get on with it! Do something! Do something! Alright, why not? Bring somebody in! No Lucha Tag rules in the AWL, but so it is Mr. Nobuyuki who's the actual opponent here. Kyojin Kobayashi can't be thinking about the tournament right now. Beautiful kick! A flash stopper for the 1, 2. Looking for his New Year's bonus. Uh-oh, wait. Powerbomb! Powerbomb counter by the Prince of the Pinfall, but he's not legal. And he knows it, that's why he's not going for a cover here. He knows it's pointless. Kyojin Kobayashi, Mr. Nobuyuki, the legal combatants here. And Mr. Nobuyuki trying to out-wrestle the Giant. Drop kick right to the shoulder blades. Going up, come on. The Flying Yuki got a fly senton, he got some of it. But not enough. That's what this is, ladies and gentlemen, the 4th match in a series. We are going to have our first decisive finish one way or the other. I should have had this announced as the following contest is scheduled for television time remaining. Down we go, right hand. Going up. Oh, backbreaker! Nasty looking backbreaker by the Giant. And that sort of physical domination. Uh-oh. Oh! That'll be a fine. Falling headbutt as the... Uh-oh. Reposition. And he's not gonna... Oh! Overshot! Hard overshoot. DDT takes down the Giant. Mr. Shota's put himself through a lot of abuse. A lot of high-flying abuse in this match. He's looking to earn his Oshogatsu bonus. Though it's a black company, they probably don't do the bonuses. Ooh! And I think his head got very close to that bare concrete. And there's Yamada Jiro, again, former employee. Kyojin Kobayashi, a former employee of Yamada Jiro back in the old Nippon Yokata days. There's actually Yamada Jiro that brought him into the AWL, basically power hara for years. Powerbomb, jackknife style. And the very kind assistant wants none of this monster. Cannot really blame him. Mr. Shota, the legal man, coming back out, going up, looking for the wheelbarrow. Bulldog. Not entirely sure how that worked, but it did. Snapping super kick. Mr. Shota showing the crowd what he can do tonight. A win here would be possibly a Kuro Destroyer! Professional destroyer! Even the tiniest corporate mistake you do not do that can destroy your career. Mr. Shota showing the crowd everything he's got, showing his boss what he's got, saving his boss's backside that time. That gets run over by the train. And the bell clap, headbutt to the rear. And Yamada Jiro is down and out. Fireman's carry position by the Giant, but no, escape out the back elbow. Falls do not count anywhere. You've got it. Oh, another professional destroyer! I did not know he knew that move. Uh-oh. Springboard. Swing and a miss. Problem is, I think he's wiped out. He, being Mr. Shota, is wiped out on more of those high-flying dives than he's actually hit so far. Because you're not going to see a giant like Kojin Kobayashi going to the top rope or diving out of the ring. And the tag is made. Mr. Nobuyuki now legal. Referee heard... Sorry, Kojin Kobayashi heard the referee make the clap. One. Broken up by the Prince of the Pinfall. Ifumi Ryuji now, the two illegal men in the ring. Mr. Nobuyuki with a big splash, and he curls up his knees so that more of his body weight is above the point of impact. That's more downward force in that senton splash, that backsplash. That's why, if you ever wonder why some people do that, that's to force more weight down on the opponent, on the abdomen, the ribs, on the stomach of the enemy. And it's official, the referee has lost all control of this match. I have no idea how long this is going to take. It's probably taken the better part of half an hour at this point. This could be the longest, the way things are going, this could be the longest match in AWL history. And I'm including contractual obligation battle royals, which we will have another one this year because, of course, contractual obligation. Well, next year, technically, 2023. And over the top rope into the ring. Kick to the midsection. We'll go for the Dominator. Finally, Saltota Dominator! But he's not legal. That's Mr. Shota in the ring. It is Mr. Nobuyuki coming in from the back, who's the actual legal combatant right now. Mr. Shota gonna have to go on medical leave from the company. Of course, he will have to provide a doctor's note, and he may or may not get paid. And down we go. Poison Rana. And the giant... Uh-oh, no, once again. No, he's just going to flop into the ring for no funny reason. Mr. Nobuyuki is kind of an idiot. The tag is made. Once again, Mr. Shota legal. And he knows how to jump to the outside. Can he actually hit something this time? Second time in this position in this match. His opponent rolls closer to the ring to give Mr. Shota less of a margin of error here. But Mr. Shota has got to know his opponent knows what's coming. Going up. Oh! Drop kick, and he fell back onto the ring. Doing damage to himself, but hitting that Speed Star style drop kick. Hard kick to the side of the knee. Where there's less padding from those knee pads. Collar and elbow. Come on, you gotta get back in the ring. Gotta get back in the ring. And not finish this out here. Okay. And once again, now it's a very kind assistant getting the lariat. And again, going after Yamada Jiro. That is foolishness. Collar and elbow, back to the ring, takedown. That's how you wrestle someone bigger than you. You get them on the ground. Everyone's the same height when they're flat on their stomach or flat on their back. Now, wait a minute. He's got it! He's got the sleeper hold! Incredible leverage position here! The sleeper hold! And that's it! He has been put to sleep. Finally, after over an hour between all the matches, we finally have a winner. Zaidan J enters the best four.
Here are your winners, finally, Zaidan J!
And you know what? Mr. Shota especially, well-earned victory. A well-earned win for Mr. Shota and also Mr. Nobuyuki. First time seeing the Pit as a tag team this season. They face the team undefeated since aligning themselves with Ultra Mantis Black.
Introducing first, their winner, accompanied by Easter from the underworld.
Well, as much as I hate to agree with the disembodied voice of the pit, this could be a champion-level tag team. However, as Gamba Shadows already control and own and are the AWL World's Tag Team Champions, I'm thinking that this team of Sombo no Yaiba and Gyokto is mainly here as a spoiler to prevent Yokai Butai from winning matches and thereby earning their way into the best four. Which means there's a good chance that these guys are going to go after Zaidan J next, which I would love to see. That would be perfect. Let them destroy each other.
And his partner from the dark side of the moon, the Shadow Walker.
I have no idea how they do that. We've seen Gyokto do it, we've seen Gamba Shadow. Well, Gamba Shadow is being made of shadow stuff. I can understand how they can walk through darkness. But this Dark Rabbit of the Moon, I have no idea. And here they come, with a legend of the independent circuit at their back.
And their opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Ultramantis Black, fighting out of the realm of the Yokai, the great Haruki and Shiroke Kitsune. Together they are Yokai Butai.
This combination alongside the Emerald Dragon, who you will see in our main event over the top rope battle royal a little bit later tonight. Undefeated as a faction since forming here in the AWL. Yokai Butai 1-0 in tag team action this season. And it's going to be Sombo no Yaiba starting off against the Great Tanuki. 15 minutes on the clock. We actually have a time limit on this one. Collar and elbow tie-up, push away by the super heavyweight, supernatural, Super Hazard. I've said ever since this creature debuted in the Oshogatsu Taikai 2 years ago that this guy is going to injure somebody. He is reckless in the ring, he is dangerous, and that's exactly what the Demon Gisei likes about him. No doubt about that. Sombo no Yaiba, currently in his AWL career, 18-14, ratio of +4, not enough to qualify for the tournament this year. Great Tanuki, to be honest, not that much better. 7-3 in his AWL career, also with a ratio of +4. That's why we go with win-loss ratios, is that it's really skill over experience. But a good win record, a good run of wins in your career can put you at the top and keep you there for a long time. You're going to see that momentarily in the Battle Royal main event. I'll get to that when we get to it. But Shiroke Kitsune 6-1 in his AWL career, ratio of +5. But also not the legal man at the moment, Gyokto, who is number 3 contender in the AWL Best 4 for the AWL Grand Championship, currently held by Black Tiger Justice over on AWL Strong and Free. 57 wins, 58 losses, more than 100 matches in the AWL. Of course, that includes his time as the Doom Bunny. That includes his time as a slave to Dr. Jigoku in the Durei Corps as DB03. And now, as the Dark Rabbit of the Moon, Gyokto, a minion of Gambahishi Dark and the Pit. Now, something I do have to mention to everybody, Gambahishi Dark by win-loss record, qualifies for the Oshogatsu Taikai. But we don't know if the leader of the pit, the leader of this faction, who has been, AWOL for a very long time, we don't know if he's going to be coming back. So we do have backup competitors ready to go. And of course we have, as always, the AWL debut of one wrestler who will enter at the number 16 rank in the Oshogatsu Taikai by AWL Custom and Tradition. And very nice flexibility. We're seeing some Fox-style pro wrestling from Shiroke Kitsune as he faces off against Gyokto. One-on-one in this match at the moment. The Pit have yet to have a single tag team match this season, whereas Yokai Butai 1-0. The champions, Gamba Shadows, 4-0 so far this season. We will be having more tag team matches in the new year as we proceed after the Oshogatsu Taikai. We will also be filling in the gaps of the AWL win-loss records of the AWL Best 4 in all divisions. And I have been told we even have more debuts scheduled for next season. Sorry, for next year, I should say. Sorry about that. I have enough of keeping academic years and calendar years separate, let alone years and seasons. Ooh, Meteora by the great Tanuki. Over the top rope, down goes Shiroke Kitsune. And I'm losing track of who's legal here. The referee needs to start counting people. And he's doing so. We are down to our legal fighters, I believe. Yes, it is Stombo no Yaiba, the blade that cuts between life and death, and the great Tanuki. Going up, down, with Giste and Ultramantis Black at ringside. Danger though that always is. Oh! Hard shot, lateral press, no hook of the leg. 1, 2. And it's broken up by the white-furred fox. The dark rabbit. Okay, I just realized I'm calling a match between a demon and an evil rabbit against a virtuous fox and raccoon dog, all with connections to Japanese mythology. Wow, my life is weird, as is my wrestling company. A couple of hard shots here. Kick to the midsection. Oh! Beautiful axe kick. And a spin kick to finish it off. In comes Shiroke Kitsune, who's going to be looking for the Kyubi Nejire, the nine-tail twist, to end this match. And if he hits that even on Stombo no Yaiba, I think that could be a nice knockout. 10 minutes and 25 seconds, if I'm reading that correctly. And of course, we still have our over-the-top rope battle royale to finish the night into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by the champion. By the champion? What am I talking about? Let's leave that in. It's too late. I'm too tired. Oh, a time call! I've had that tonight. Okay, it's got to be like, it's about 40 minutes into the show, and that's our first time call. So we are 5 minutes in to the 15-minute time limit in this standard issue, non-title AWL Rules match. Multiple right hands from the white-furred fox. Tag into the great Tanuki, the raccoon dog. The raccoon junkyard dog? I don't know. Oh, if I give him the thump, that'd be funny. Because he's way too small to do that. But he's got something better than the thump. He's got that Tanuki ball buster. And if you've ever seen the balls on a Tanuki, that's a big buster. Into the cover. 1, 2. And the giant, who is one of the biggest threats in his brief AWL career, able to kick out at the last possible second. Shiroke Kitsune going up to the top rope. Stombo no Yaiba has not moved it. Playing possum, I believe he was. The blade that cuts between life and death. Playing absolute possum here. Tag made. In comes the dark rabbit of the moon. Gyokto. Both men go for drop kicks, and both men barely make any contact. I think it was foot to boot, or paw to boot, more accurately. As Gyokto now going to climb up into the high rent district on the top strand. And he's going to regret it. No! He hits a flying something. It's not been a great night for the High Flyers. It has not been a great night for the High Flyers of the Animated Wrestling League. I'm not going to lie. Quick tags in and out, keeping the opponent fresh, keeping each other fresh, keeping your partner ready to go. Because Sumbara Yaiba is not going to be coming off the top rope with a drop kick. I promise you that. He doesn't need to, though. Huge deadlift power slam. Into the cover, dead center of the ring. 1, 2... And Shiroke Kitsune able to get out of that of his own volition, which is good, because it was excellent defense there by Gyokto. Going up, vertical suplex. I tend to use the Western definition of the Brain Buster, to be honest with you. Maybe aiming for the neutral corner now. We have yet to see a single tag Kogeki in this match. A lot of our wrestlers, a lot of our tag teams seem to be moving away from the tag Kogeki as something they're relying on in their tag team contest. I wonder if that's was like a locker room decision or what's going on here. Into the deep cover for the uno, dos. Why am I counting in Spanish? I should be counting in Japanese. Everyone here's Japanese. Leg drop, or knee drop, I should say, by the White-furred Fox. Tag made. And the great one, kick to the knee. Oh, beautiful spin kick. That could be a flat-out knockout into the cover. 1, 2, 3, I think it was. Sumbara Yaiba barely moving. And now we don't have to listen to that annoying voice anymore. Isn't that nice? You just have to keep listening to my annoying voice. There was the Tanuki Ball Buster from a better angle than we originally saw it. And some amazing kicks this entire match and that was the knockout right there.
Here are your winners, Yokai Butai.
This moves Yokai Butai up to 2-0 this season in tag team action. Gotta be a contender for the AWL Best 4. 6 of the best of the Animated Wrestling League will compete in the New Year's tournament on behalf of this brand. Gambare, Nihon. We're starting off with the 3rd member, Yokai Butai.
The following contest is an over-the-top rope battle royale and your main event of the evening.
7th best wrestler in the AWL Hontai division. (62 and 49) ratio of plus 13 to get into the tournament.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing Yokai Butai, the Emerald Dragon!
Formerly known as Wyvern, transformed into the Emerald Dragon by that talisman given to him by Ultramantis Black, he is the winner of the 2016 Oshogatsu Taikai, competing for the first time as the Emerald Dragon. He hopes to repeat the feat.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from Yokohama, Japan, the Scion of Submission, Hiba Akagi.
Even though this is his first match this season, he's still the 6th best win-loss record in AWL Strong and Free and the 2018 tournament winner. As I said before, that's kind of a weakness in this system that we've got.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, Tiger Moss Suzu.
As I was saying, it's kind of a weakness in this system that you can be out for at least a full season and not really lose enough of your rank. Hiba Akagi in the tournament. Tiger Mask 2, the second only to Gambahishi Dark in win-loss record. 113 wins, 75 losses. Ratio of plus 38. Though he has never won the Oshogatsu Taikai. And yes, there's a chance. We've yet to see the official first round matches or how the brackets are going to work out. But it is a possibility. Tiger on Tiger violence.
Introducing next, making his way also from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, Tiger Zaidan.
Tiger the Dark is the 5th highest win-loss ratio in AWL Hontai, 42 and 24 ratio of plus 18. And again, not a former winner, though a Black Tiger has won the tournament, sort of. Back in 2013, Black Tiger King won the tournament, but unmasked himself to reveal that he was in fact Ultra Mantis Black. So no true tiger, as Tiger the Dark defines the term, has ever won the Oshogatsu Taikai. Will this man be the first? And now the man with a bit of a disadvantage going into this.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from the land of the giant, Yokai Butai.
Even with his loss tonight, he is at 24 wins, 16 losses, ratio of plus 8. This puts him just barely at the cutoff. 8th best win-loss record in the AWL Hontai division. And that does qualify him for the tournament, though he would not qualify if we did not have a brand extension. So that is kind of a big deal, quite frankly.
And finally, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, the bearer of the Star of Aztec, Hoshi, Aztec Kaiser Neo.
Won the tournament 2 years ago, 2021 winner. He is the #1 contender in the AWL Best 4 for the Grand Championship. And he is 48 and 22 ratio plus 26. 4th best win-loss record in AWL Hontai. The superhero, Aztec Kaiser Neo. Over the top rope, both feet must touch the floor. You know the rules, no time limit, and they are going at it hammer and tongs right at the very beginning. And then, Dragon Drop. Interesting, not by Emerald Dragon, who still maintains his high-flying skill from his time as Wyvern, standing moonsault. The Tigers going up against Chiba Akagi and Aztec Kaiser Neo, whereas Emerald Dragon going up against the Giant, going for a Code Black Tiger the Dark. The mentor, the trainer, the teacher, the current reigning Grand Champion of the world. Fighting hard here, standing moonsault again, but roll away by the Giant, and Tiger the Dark is out! Tiger the Dark is out! Tiger the Dark has been eliminated. We're not going to be doing calls for each elimination here. Tiger the Dark frustrated. I don't blame him. We are down to 5, looking for that Alabama Slam. I don't think he's ever even been to Alabama. Yojin Kobayashi going after the former AWL Grand Champion. Actually, I think Kobayashi and Tiger Mask, the only two to never hold the AWL Grand Championship in this bout. High leg lariat, the AWL Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament, is the creme de la creme of the Animated Wrestling League. Is also one of only a handful of times, 2 or 3, a year that wrestlers from each brand, and actually only really 2 times, the wrestlers from each brand can go up against each other in non-title matches. Attempted a knockout there, not successful. Chiba Akagi back in the ring, Dominator. The Tiger Mask 2, the greatest wrestler to never hold the AWL Grand Championship, and of course, with there being holes in the best 4, Dragon Drop #1 by Emerald Dragon. You could make an argument that the winner of the tournament, in addition to holding the AWL Oshogatsu Taikai Championship belt for a whole year, could definitely be considered a #1 contender, a top challenger for the Grand Championship. Of course, Aztec Kaiser Neo currently the #1 contender, #1 ranked in the best 4. And there's only 2 people in the best 4 right now. We will fix that as soon as we can next year. European uppercut to the back of the head. And these battle royals, these multi-man matches in general, are always so chaotic when there's an odd number of wrestlers. Kyojin Kobayashi trying to take it easy, trying not to expend too much energy here. He's been in a tag team match, but a match that went basically half an hour. And another Alabama Slam, this time to the Emerald Dragon. Notice he can do that to the heavyweights, not just the little office boys. And I shouldn't insult the little office boys, because they just beat him. Kick to the midsection, ministerial suplex. Credit to Hiroshi Hase. And another ministerial suplex. You call it the Northern Lights, we call it ministerial. I'll explain that later. Beautiful spin kick by Emerald Dragon of Yokai Butai. And an opportunity here, going up, going out, and there goes Chiba Akagi. The Scion of Submission in trouble, and a tackle attempt, and there goes the Giant! We are down to 3 as the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi, and the Giant, Kyojin Kobayashi, both eliminated. Oh! Rolling splash, countered by the knees. We are down to 3, Emerald Dragon of Yokai Butai, Tiger Mask 2 of the Unified School of the Tiger Style, and Aztec Kaiser Neo going up. Shinji Dai's Sunrise, or a variation thereupon, inverted vertical suplex. I wasn't even a Shinji Dai Sunrise. Why did I call it that? That's ridiculous. Elimination attempt here, I think, going up. Exploder, and he's got him! The Strong Lucha, the junior heavyweight style invented by the Tiger Mask Dynasty. Attempts at blocks here, not horribly successful. Chop, kick, is turning into something out of Memphis. Collar and elbow. Come on, guys. This is just jockeying for position right now. We are down to 2. This is virtually a Dragon Star match. You've got to eliminate your opponent belly to belly, but in the wrong direction. I don't think he had quite the lift to get Emerald Dragon over the top rope, and he realized it. Tiger Mask 2 is changing directions mid-move there. This is your main event of the evening. Half and half duplex. Speaking of suplexes, we know Sammy Nix, the suplex master, is in the Oshogatsu Taikai. We know several competitors from the other side will be fighting, and fighting hard to try and win that once-in-a-year opportunity, the once-in-a-year belt, the Oshogatsu Taikai Championship. Currently proudly held by the Arab American Dream Hassan. He won that to become Grand Slam champion. Irish whip back into the corner. Across the hypotenuse of the 20 by 20 foot ring. This is a war of attrition now. No one's even trying to eliminate anybody. Well, I stand corrected. Elimination opportunity here. Emerald Dragon holding on to the ropes. He's going to have to let go with one of those hands if he can try to elbow his way out of this, I think. Or just try to dead weight, try to dead ass him. And he does, risking letting go of the rope, a risk that pays off. Emerald Dragon still in the match. German. That used to be a human being in a mask. Snapdragon by the Emerald Dragon. Vertical suplex. No! Twisting brainbuster. As that glowing magical talisman given to him by Ultramantis Black that precipitated this transformation. Tiger Mask getting as far away from the ropes as he can. A couple of thrusts. Going back. Half and half. Normally you'd go for a cover, you'd go for a submission. No, he's going for a submission. He's going for that Sasori Gatame. There's no rope breaks, there's no submissions, but you can still wear a man down. You can go for the lower back. It doesn't You can go for the quadricep muscles. You can go for the kneecaps of your opponents. Of course, Emerald Dragon wearing those mandatory knee pads under his tights, as is Tiger Mask 2. We do take wrestler safety and health very seriously here in the AWL. Collar and elbow going up. Up. Oh! Fireman's carry gutbuster by the Emerald Dragon. Beautiful maneuver. But not going to get your opponent off the top rope, over the top rope and down to the floor. And that, you will believe a dragon can fly, but he comes up awkwardly on that knee. And eats a boot for the hesitation. A quick receipt by the Emerald Dragon to Tiger Mask 2. Reminds me of the original Tiger Mask and the original Dragon going at it back in the day, back in Season 0. A whole new couple of generations have come and gone in the Animated Wrestling League. Tiger Mask 2 is a Season 0 original. He was the original Tiger Jr. back in the day. And going up. Oh, look at that! Beautiful counter into the Dragon Kanrana. Whereas Emerald Dragon, part of the 2015 bumper crop of rookies, going over the top. Tiger holding on. No! Kicks to the face to give himself some breathing room. Barely gets back into the ring. Swing and a miss by the Emerald Dragon. Can the Tiger take advantage? Yes, he can. Twisting his opponent's arm and going for the shoulder, trying to separate the shoulder blade. You do that, you can't possibly pick your opponent up. I get that. That's brilliant strategy by Tiger Mask 2, who has never won the tournament. Wyvern, who has the 2016 edition in his first year in the AWL. Opportunity knocks here. What's he trying for? He's got his opponent up. He's got him resting on the top rope, badly balanced. Can Emerald Dragon recover? No, I do not think he can. Over the top, down to the floor, and we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Ring the bell. It's a word used far too often in professional wrestling, but I'm going to say it right here, right now. Momentum. A lot of incredible action in that match. But in the end, it was Tiger Mask 2 withstanding the Snapdragons. Next time you see us, it will be for the Oshogatsu Taikai, so have a very happy holiday. We will see you next year. Raimen mo yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. これで決まりだ。